Welcome to the Books Bible Study. We are continuing in the book of Exodus. Exodus chapter 31, verse 1 reads, Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, verse 2, See, I have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. So this is the same Hur that supported Moses during the battle with the Amalekites, right? Verse 3 says, And I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and understanding and knowledge and in all manner of workmanship. Verse 4, to design artistic works, to work in gold and silver and bronze. Verse 5, and cutting jewels for setting and carving wood, and to work all manner of workmanship. Verse 6, and I, indeed I, have appointed with him Aholiab, the son of Anisamach, of the tribe of Dan. And I have put wisdom in the hearts of all the gifted artisans, that they may make all that I have commanded you. Verse 7, the tabernacle of meeting, the ark of the testimony, and the mercy seat that is on it, and all the furniture of the tabernacle. Verse 8, the table and its utensils, the pure gold lampstand with all its utensils, the altar of incense. Verse 9, the altar of burnt offering with all its utensils, and the laver and its base. Verse 10, the garments of ministry, the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons to minister as priests. Verse 11, and the anointing oil and sweet incense for the holy place. According to all that I have commanded you, they shall do. So these were not just naturally talented men, right? These were also supernaturally gifted men of God, right? They were gifted by God in this area. Verse 12 says, And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, verse 13, Speak also to the children of Israel, saying, Surely my Sabbaths you shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am the Lord who sanctifies you. Verse 14, You shall keep the Sabbath, therefore, for it is holy to you. Everyone who profanes it shall surely be put to death. For whoever does any work on it, that person shall be cut off from among his people. Verse 15, Work shall be done for 6 days, but the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whoever does any work on the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Verse 16, Therefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations as a perpetual covenant. Verse 17, It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. Verse 18, And when he had made an end of speaking with him on Mount Sinai, he gave Moses 2 tablets of the testimony, tablets of stone written with the finger of God. So this is the testimony that God told Moses that he would give him to place inside of the Ark of the Covenant, right? So God gave Moses all of the instructions, and he anointed or set aside the certain people to do it and gifted them. The supplies would be provided through the offerings of the people. And I think it was also a fitting time to remind them not to work on the Sabbath, right? Even while they begin the building process of the tabernacle. The 2 commandments listed in this chapter are, of course, to observe and keep the Sabbath, which that is the English word for Shabbat. Shabbat is the Hebrew word for this day of rest. And then not to perform forbidden labor on the Sabbath. So those are the 2 commandments listed in this chapter. So the Sabbath, or Shabbat, is observed in Judaism as the weekly day of rest from Friday evening to Saturday evening, right? So Judaism is a religion, it's a culture, it's a tradition of the Jewish people. So it is a religion, and it is also an ethnic and cultural identity, right? So it is not Christianity. Judaism is not Christianity. So we, of course, have the same roots, right, with the Bible, but there are some major differences between the 2 religions. They still observe the laws, and they still believe that they are waiting for the Messiah. So they do not believe that Jesus came to fulfill the law, which is why they don't accept the New Testament, right? Because it preaches salvation through Jesus Christ. And when we get to the New Testament, we will expound a little bit more on the Sabbath day um, for those who are not Jewish and don't follow Judaism. And if you would like to know what Jesus says about the Sabbath before we get there, you can read that in Matthew chapter 12. Also, you can read one of Paul's letters to the Colossians in chapter 2. Right. So if you want to know as far as how we observe the Sabbath or what that means to us, those that are not Jewish, those that do not follow Judaism, you can read Matthew chapter 12 and also Colossians chapter 2. So that concludes Exodus chapter 31. We have 9 more chapters to go before we will be in Leviticus. If you need to catch up on any chapters, please go back and do so now before we get into the third book, because it may not be that good to start in Leviticus. So go back through Genesis, catch up on all of your chapters, go back to the previous chapters in Exodus to catch up on those as we go into Leviticus. So God bless.